Here is a discussion on whether rings should be used by the umpires on the field of play for making a decision about the fitness of a ball for play. This question has arisen in the third test match of the 2025 England versus India Test series at Lord's. The Indian side requested for a ball change as they felt the ball in use was not fit for play as it was out of shape. This is what happened, and this is what Ravi Shastri, the commentator, had to say. The umpire checked 5 balls and all didn't go through the ring. If the balls cannot go through the ring, then why are they inside the box? Said Ravi Shastri. Here, as you can see, they had a whole lot of old balls of varying use in the library, but the umpire struggled to find one that would pass the rings test. Now, I am not surprised in the least that 5 balls from the old ball library did not pass through the ring. I am in fact surprised that they found one that did pass through the ring. Let me explain why. Judging a ball for fitness for play. The laws of cricket merely say a ball that is unfit for play shall be replaced with one of comparable use. There is no further description of the term unfit for play. As we all know, a ball in play may become unfit owing to many reasons, including but not limited to 1. Becoming out of shape, no longer a sphere, or the ball develops a bulge or has gone teda, probably because the insides have come apart. This is the commonest thing we umpires encounter. 2. A damaged surface after hitting a railing or something. 3. A torn seam. And 4. A ball gone too soft when playing in wet conditions, or the ball takes a dip in a water body. Let us look at the ICC guidelines to umpires for replacing a ball that has gone out of shape. I quote here, always use the ring. If there are repeated instances of the ball being out of shape and the umpire is contemplating replacing the ball, it should only be replaced if the ball doesn't pass through the appropriate ring. There is a second paragraph here too. Uh, I do not wish to say anything about the second paragraph here except to say that one umpire alone can reject an appeal for a change. If his opinion is a no, he needn't go to his colleague. That will always save time. It is the first paragraph which says that the rings must be used in the process of the change of ball that I have an issue with. Let us go further. This incident exposes a sad fallacy in the guideline given by the ICC to its umpires. In my view, it is utterly wrong for the ICC to instruct umpires to use the rings in each case and reject a ball that does not pass the ring test and not reject a ball that passes the ring test. Why do I say that? That is because the measurements given in the laws which the rings represent are for a new ball. This is what the NCC law says. Law 4.1, weight and size. The ball, when new, shall weigh not less than 5.5 ounces or 155.9 grams, nor more than 5.75 ounces or 163 grams, and shall measure not less than 8.81 inches or 22.4 centimeters, nor more than 9 inches or 22.9 centimeters in circumference. You will note that the range is only 7.1 grams and 5 mm. That being so, the ring should never be used to check an old ball. Why? Again, let me reiterate that there are no measurements in the laws for an old ball. Let us apply our minds and understand why the lawmakers have given sizes and weights only for a new ball. This law is based on eminent common sense. It understands and accepts the fact that a ball which is in use for some time will invariably gain size and weight and go over the approved range. If the conditions are dewy or wet, there will be more weight gain and increase in size. It will be extremely rare, nay impossible, that a ball, say 20 overs old, will remain within the approved range and of size and weight. Here is the fun fact. The weight gain is only 7.1 grams and the circumference range is only 5 mm. To put things in its true perspective, for a ball at the minimum 22.4 centimeters to go past the maximum of 22.9 centimeters, the diameter has to go up by just 1.6 mm or the radius of the ball by just 0.80 mm. And if the ball in play absorbs just 14 drops of water, it crosses the maximum weight limit. Also, if a ball in use is to be tested for size as per the instructions of the ICC, why not for weight too? The ball could become too heavy too. Of course, it is unthinkable that a field umpire will need to carry a weighing scale too. Therefore, this ICC provision, dare I say, lacks in basic common sense. The short and sweet of the matter is umpires are not supposed to weigh and measure a ball after they have done it before the start of the match. Umpires, particularly who umpire at higher levels, invariably check the balls intended for use in the game for size and weight before the start of the match. If somebody is lax about this, he is likely to land himself in deep trouble one day. Now, before the match, the umpires are also given a bunch of old balls for possible use in that match. How many umpires use the ball rings and weighing scale before the toss on these old balls? No one does because the rings are not for old balls. It is obvious that the umpires in this test match had not checked the old balls previously for size and weight. To do so when changing was daft. It exposed the system. But they are not to blame. They are merely following faulty instructions to the creation of which they have probably themselves contributed. Now try checking the old balls for size and weight before your next big game. You will find that you have to check 100 balls to approve just 5 balls. Try it someday. I suggest you conduct an experiment in any match that you might be umpiring. Now you have started with a ball which is absolutely okay as per the specification. Check the ball in use only for size at different intervals, say 5 overs, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 overs. I'm not even asking you to check for weight, which would be impracticable. We can talk about checking for weight later to add weight to my argument. When you do check for size, as I have suggested, you will learn for yourself that at some point or the other, maybe 15, 20 overs, the ball has gone over the approved limits, both in size and weight. If this happens, do you think you are playing with a ball that has become unfit for play and therefore stop play? No, you will absolutely not. Now, no ball therefore can be ruled unfit for play just because of increase in size and weight. A bit of history in rule making. Let me give you a bit of history about the ICC's instructions about the on-field use of rings for judging the fitness of a ball for play. This started with the ICC telling its umpires that if an appeal for an out-of-shape ball comes to you and you're not sure about it, you may fish out your circular rings and use one of them to assist you in deciding about the shape of the ball by holding the ball against the ring as a visual guide. It is to me a matter of some surprise that umpires at the ICC level are not able to judge an out of shape ball by sight alone. But it is possible to not be able to discern it at times. So I'm okay with the use of the rings for this limited purpose. The instruction for actual passing of the ball through the rings was not recommended by the ICC. This part has been added a few years ago. I have already explained why this is a wrong practice as per the laws and why it is against basic common sense. My recommendations for umpires: carry the rings onto the field if you wish to do so. I never did during my entire career. Experience will teach you what is meant by a ball being out of shape and how to spot it. To the experienced umpire, just one look is enough. However, if you are not sure, just hold the ball against one of the rings to check if the ball is still spherical in shape. That should do it. I hope that I have been able to make my point. Cheers and happy umpiring. Do let your feedback come in. Do like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye.